Hi guys, Andy here, and in this Halloween special, we're checking out how to play something known as the Devil's Interval and something called death chords. So we'll go for the Devil's Interval first of all, because there's a bit more of a story behind it. This is also known as the Devil's Chord and a tritone, and basically it's an interval is the distance between two notes, and this specific interval was banned in around kind of peak religious times back in the 1700s or sometime, because it was kind of really sinister, and if you sneaked it into your piece of music, the church wouldn't like it at the time. So this is also how to play the Simpsons theme tune. It's used in South Park. It's used in which Jimi Hendrix song is it? The start of Purple Haze, and a couple of classic riffs by Black Sabbath and Metallica. So let's look at how to play it. The easiest way to do it is if we play a standard power chord, say with our first finger at the 3rd fret, and we then place our 3rd finger at the 5th fret, you're playing a G power chord. Already sounding pretty rocking, but it sounds really evil if we move this note 1 fret down, which is something known as an augmented 4th. So kind of a sharpened 4th. Is that sometimes that augmented word can scare people, but it kind of just means a sharpened 4th, and that makes this the tritone that I'm referring to, or the Devil's Interval. Pretty sinister, right? And the best example of that used in a song is Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath, one of the birthplaces of heavy metal in many people's opinion. And we hit the 3rd fret just on its own. We hit the octave, probably with our little finger. And then with our middle finger, give it some vibrato, and that is the Devil's Note, or the Devil's Interval, in perfect kind of as a perfect illustration. So those 2 or 3 notes together, sounding pretty sinister, and there they are. Another great example is the start of Purple Haze. The notes that Jimi Hendrix is playing there on the guitar over the E octave that's played in the bass make that a Devil's Interval as well. As I said, it's also the Simpsons theme tune, so if we hit that G note again on the 3rd fret of the thickest E string, the Simpsons, the start of the Simpsons theme tune, okay, the kind of clouds part. I also said it was South Park as well, the start of the South Park theme tune. Going down to South Park, gonna see if I can unwind. That's the same thing as our power chord that I was playing a second ago. We got a power chord here. It's on the thinner 2 strings. There, and then there's the darker version of it, this Devil's Chord. So we got Black Sabbath there. The one I haven't done, Metallica. The start of here we have the E, the octave of the E, and there's that Devil's Interval again, that augmented 4th, or a tritone. It's kind of called a tritone because there's another note we can add to make it the full kind of Devil's Chord, which sound a bit pantomime. We got the open E, 3rd fret, and then 6th fret. Those 3 together, then a minor 3rd, and then this augmented 4th, or this Devil's Chord, that makes the tritone, because it's 3 tones and then 3 tones, and we're playing 3 notes together. So that's where the tritone kind of idea comes from. I also said I would talk to you about death chords.
Death chords.
Death chords are a power chord played with a root note on the 5th string, so say a C power chord played like this, but we add the string that is underneath it. So we bar just the thicker 2 strings with our first finger, keep the other 2 where they are, the other 2 fingers, and play the thickest 4 strings together really. And then we have a far chunkier, this was without, and this is with, a far chunkier chord, which is known as a death chord. there you go. It's kind of, all of this works great on electric guitar really, but the same stuff applies on acoustic. It just sounds heavier and darker on electric. So song examples here that I've written down: All My Life, specifically in the chorus, that's by the Foo Fighters, so yeah, don't let it go to waste, I'll have it better hit the taste. So that chord there, the root note is actually in the G in the chorus. And we also have, actually, The Darkness, one of my favourite bands, as some of you guys may be aware. They were one of the first bands that I heard of that used this. I saw that written in a guitar magazine at one point, you know, I believe in a thing called love. Every time they're doing a power chord with the root note on string 5, they're kind of beefing it out with the lower root note on string 6. So that's just a little bit of a background for you. The full write-up and all the tab to every song example that I've used in this lesson is on the website. If you click the link in the top corner or in the description, you will find that. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed this lesson, and also check out my other Halloween special from last year, my Ghostbusters lesson. Great little riff and a lead guitar part in that one. Hope you guys enjoy it, and take care of yourselves. Bye for now.
Bye for now.